Welcome to Travelite Christian Center. Here, we share all kinds of gospel content, Bible teachings, sermons, worship music, and more. Join us as we grow in faith together. Don't forget to follow all instructions given during the course of the sermon, and also don't forget to subscribe and stay connected. Thank you.
Favor brings preservation. Number 2, I don't have time. There are many scriptures I would have given you. Number 2, favor brings uncommon access. Uncommon access. Ask men who have favor. They open doors, enter places that you will need to be on appointment for years before you enter. But you find a man with favor. He just comes and things connect cheaply and he enters. See, there are many things you want to do that you can't pay for. You will need somebody that has the power to decree and it is done. But for that to happen, you need access to those corridors. This is why favor becomes a must. Now, look at what happened in the life of Lot. God wanted to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. Lot did not have the stature to even speak on the matter. He didn't have the authority. And his existence there was inconsequential. There was no intervention program for him. Sodom and Gomorrah was to be wiped out. And no angel cared whether Lot lived there. It was a concluded matter. But there was a man that had stature called Abraham. And God said, can I do a thing without informing my servant Abraham? This one has already secured favor. I've seen that he will be great on the face of the earth. Let me pass and talk to Abraham about this matter. And Abraham procured favor for Lot. And suddenly, the angels entered the land. What was not budgeted from heaven was added on earth. When we were coming from heaven, we didn't plan to exonerate Lot. But a man who had favor brought Lot into the equation. That's what we call access. You don't qualify, but somebody who has favor say, how about Peter? How about Matthew? And then suddenly Matthew gets a scholarship. Suddenly Matthew is made a senator. Suddenly Matthew shifts. And even Matthew knows that he's not qualified. Now, see the way favor empowers people. Lot that was not budgeted for. Lot that was not in the equation. In Genesis 19 from verse 17. Angels say, let go. Lot was wasting time. We came here to clear you. You are not a factor. You are supposed to die with these people. Now the guy was wasting time. But because a man of favor had trapped the angels. That's in verse 15 and 16. The angels carried them and dragged them out of the city. Brought them to a spot and said, run to that mountain. And you will be spared. See what Lot was capitalizing on favor. Go to verse 17. Let's now see the man that was sentenced to death is now making demands because of favor. He said, and it came to pass when they had brought them forth abroad that he said, escape for thy life. Look not behind thee. Neither stay thou in all the plain. Escape to the mountain, lest thou be consumed. We didn't come here with any marching order to protect you. This benefit we are giving you is because a man of favor prayed for you. Now, see Lot, having understood that he had secured favor in their sight. And Lot said unto them, oh, not so. Not so? Who told you you can negotiate on this matter? What do you mean by not so? We were not supposed to consult you in the first place. You were supposed to wake up and discover your building is on fire. And when you run out, the city would have been on fire. How dare you say not so? He knew why he was talking. Go to the next verse. Behold now, thy servant had found grace. In NIV, it calls it favor in thy sight. So the reason I can negotiate is because I know that there is an economy called favor and it has been activated. I have found favor in your sight. He now made a statement. The man, on account of the favor he had, now saved a whole city that was supposed to be destroyed. He said, and you have shown great kindness in sparing my life. He said, but I cannot flee to the mountains. He said, this disaster will overtake me and I will die. And then next verse, see what the guy demanded. These are marching orders from heaven. I'm showing you the power of favor. They came down. God said, the iniquity of Sodom have ascended to heaven. Judgment has been passed. Wiped it out. But see what Favour was doing. Conclusions from heaven. And the guy said, look, here is a town. We are scarcely saving you. You want to save a town? A whole town. When you find people who have favor, they will make a demand you will think is unreasonable. Then they will say, take it. And then you will be there with your mouth wide open. Take what? How is it possible? It's favor. Favor has the highest value in currency rating. What favor can buy, pound sterling can buy. What favor can buy, dollars cannot buy. This is why wise men, they secure it. Because one operation of favor can do for you what $1 million can never do. The guy said, look, here is a town near enough to run to. And it is small. Let me flee into it. It is very small, isn't it? Then my life will be spared. And hear what the angel said. He said unto him, very well, I will grant you this request too. I will grant you this request too. I will not overthrow the town you speak of. That means that town was supposed to be overthrown. So because the guy found favor, one petition secured that town. Why do you think sometimes you come and somebody say he's going through crisis, his whole family have been struggling for 10 years, and you say, Lord, have mercy. And that your Lord have mercy is superior for the corporate intercession of that family for 10 years. What gave you that stature is called favor. Do you know that the people in this town probably would have been praying for the city not to be destroyed? They would have called general fast, general city prayer when they saw fire from Sodom. They would have still been destroyed. But because this guy had favor, he said, please spare this town. I want to be there. And because of his presence there, the town was spared. Favor grants uncommon access. Favor grants solutions, answers to uncommon requests. This is why you will need it. Most of the things your destiny requires, you may never be able to pay for them. But if you have favor and you ask, it can be provided for you. When you see men do great things, don't think they have all the money they need. Most of them spend from the currency of favor. They spend from it. The currency of favor. I was supposed to travel somewhere for a meeting some years ago. And then I was in Calabar. The flight I was supposed to fly on, they shifted the flight to 6:30 p.m. Meanwhile, I was supposed to be in Lagos latest 2:30 because of hold up to get to the venue. We now booked a flight in Uyo. So first thing in the morning, we hopped on boat and flew on the water. We got to Uyo, they say the plane is airborne. They've locked the door. Quickly, before I made any effort, they said, let's catch another flight in Port Harcourt. That Port Harcourt is about 3 hours away. We booked that flight. As we were going, they said, Kai, we delayed in the airport. We can't catch that one again. We turned back on the road. Confusion everywhere. They said, okay, we can get one back to Abuja. By the time we arrived back at the airport in Uyo, they said, no, there's no seat anymore. I stood there. I didn't know what to do. I was checking my spirit. Suddenly, I received a call. What happened? A billionaire who was in Lagos for the meeting heard that they said Apostle Mike's flight it was shifted and it doesn't have flight to come. He said, Apostle Mike is not coming. What am I doing here? I came here to hear him. What do you mean it's not coming? Immediately they put a call across to me and said, sir, give us 25 minutes. We'll tell you how you get to Lagos. Less than 25 minutes, another call came in. A private jet just took off from Abuja. In 45 minutes, they will pick you up from Abuja straight to Lagos. I said, really? They said, please, while you are waiting, a car will pick you somewhere to be relaxing. I said, that is how it should be. Why will I be running up and down? Hear me, hear me. At the time this was happening, if you slaughter me, I won't carry $8,000 to book a private jet. I will not try it. And then relax. I sat in VIP. They brought tea. They brought this, brought that. I crossed my leg. And we were chilling. We were chilling. No more tension. After a while, private jet landed. All the airport officers who were, hey, wait, sir. I looked at them. You think it's everybody you can intimidate? I walked. Shout! I walked like a prince. Entered the private jet. They flew out to Lagos. The moment we landed Lagos, Land Cruisers. I say, why not? I put myself in order. They picked us, took me to a very solid hotel. Please, sir, just refresh. We'll be here in another 20 minutes to pick you. Guess how many minutes I preached there? 10 minutes. You don't know what we are saying here, my brother. You will miss many destiny appointments because you lack favor. You would have put all the effort. That little 1 second that would have changed the equation that your effort can't meet up may cost you everything unless favor steps in. When we tell you these things, we know it. And hear me, it's not about the luxury. It's about destiny demands. There are too many demands your destiny will put on you that you may not have the capacity to sponsor. This is why you need favor. From that day, it became normal to fly private jets. It became normal. When I have meetings, sometimes they say, no, man of God, we will pick you. And so you put yourself in order. Don't walk carelessly when you get there. That one is, I just gave you an expo. Don't walk here. Put yourself together and go there like a man God has helped. Give the Lord a big shout. It grants uncommon access. I'm telling you. See, it's not everything you have prophecy for. There are other things that the favor on your life will rise up to the occasion. Favor grants uncommon access.